You destroyed everything.
Set in the luxurious heart of Kumasi and the elite political circles of Accra, the Agyameng Dynasty is a gripping African family drama soaked in wealth, betrayal, forbidden desire, political influence, revenge, and heartbreaking secrets hidden behind palace gates and gold-plated smiles. The Agyamengs are not just rich, they are untouchable. From sugar empires in Ejisu to gold refineries in Obuasi, luxury estates across Ghana, and a world-class private clinic in East Legon, their name opens doors, silences scandals, and controls politicians.
I built this empire, and I will not apologize for expecting greatness.
But behind their perfect image lies a family slowly collapsing from within. Now let's meet family Agyameng. The head of the family, Kwame Agyameng, 62, the feared patriarch, cold, calculating, powerful. Raised in political royalty by a father who once served as Minister of Interior under the first president of the Republic of Omaga, Kwame learned very early that power is never given. It is taken. He believes emotions are weakness. He built an empire through influence, manipulation, and ruthless decisions. To the public, he is a respected billionaire industrialist and philanthropist. But privately, he cheats endlessly on his wife without remorse. Every woman he touches becomes either obsessed, destroyed, or dangerous. And unbeknown to his family, Kwame Agyameng has a whole second family hidden in Cape Coast. Kwame Agyameng's second family in Cape Coast is not just a hidden relationship. It is an entire parallel life carefully built away from the public eye. While the world knows him as a disciplined billionaire businessman, respected philanthropist, and polished family patriarch in Accra, another side of his life exists quietly along the coast. For nearly 2 decades, Kwame maintained a luxurious private estate overlooking the Atlantic Ocean in Cape Coast. Officially, the property is listed under one of his hospitality subsidiaries and described as a retreat residence for executive guests. In reality, it serves as the home of a woman named Helena Kay, a woman in her late 50s whom Kwame met during their university years in London. Unlike his public marriage, this relationship was built in secrecy and emotional escape. Helena knew a different version of Kwame, softer, calmer, less burdened by the pressure of empire and legacy. With her, he was not the feared chairman of Agyameng Holdings. He was simply a man trying to breathe outside the expectations of wealth and power. Kwame financed every aspect of their lives discreetly. A hidden trust fund, managed through offshore account security personnel posing as estate workers, private medical care through Agyameng Health and Wellness Hospital, tuition paid anonymously through shell foundations, luxury vehicles registered under corporate subsidiaries. Only a handful of people know the truth. His longtime lawyer, his private pilot, one loyal accountant, and finally Helena herself. Even within his business empire, rumors circulate, but nobody dares confront him directly. The secrecy is protected by fear, loyalty, and money. But cracks are beginning to form. Behind the polished smiles, whispered promises, and luxurious walls, silence now feels heavier than truth. Every glance carries suspicion. Every late-night call hides a
You buried the truth, but the truth is coming home.
secret. Kwame built an empire powerful enough to command respect. But the deeper the lies sink, the closer everything moves toward collapse. And when the truth finally surfaces, it will not destroy one family. It will destroy them all.
Hello?
It is often said, a secret is often buried like fire beneath velvet, waiting patiently for one careless breath to burn every soul alive. Now meet the elegant queen of the dynasty, Lady Akwasika Agyameng. Born into a legendary family of lawyers and politicians, Akwasika was raised to protect reputation above happiness. Her marriage to Kwame was arranged, a business merger disguised as tradition. For over 30 years, she has endured humiliation in silence. But silence has consequences. Lonely and emotionally starved, Akwasika drifts back toward the only man who once made her feel truly seen. Kwesi, Nemo. What begins as innocent conversations soon awakens buried passion, dangerous memories, and a love she never fully buried. But in a world built on secrets, one forbidden connection could destroy everything she fought to protect. Now meet Kofi Agyemeng, the first son, the heir, the perfectionist. Kofi is married to the second daughter of the Minister of Defense, Ya Asantewa. Kofi and Asantewa's marriage was never born from romance. Their wealthy families arranged the union to strengthen business alliances and preserve legacy. Asantewa entered the marriage with genuine love, loyalty, and hope for a peaceful home. But Kofi, scarred by betrayal and raised around secrets, struggles to trust anyone completely. His suspicion slowly turns love into emotional distance. Kofi and Asantewa have been married for 3 years and have a beautiful 18-month-old little girl they have named Pearl. Kofi manages the family sugar factory with terrifying discipline. Workers fear him, investors admire him, but emotionally Kofi is hollow. Unknown to the family, Kofi hides a painful truth from his past, a tragedy involving a woman he once loved who mysteriously disappeared years ago after becoming pregnant. Suddenly, a young woman appears in Kumasi claiming Kofi is her father. Kofi had done a DNA test to confirm paternity, and it came back positive.
I can't believe I found you.
Unknown to Kofi, someone inside the family is willing to kill to keep the truth buried.
Hello? It is his daughter.
Then we have Agyameng, the second son of the family, and the golden son. Agyameng is a brilliant doctor. He manages the family's private clinic in East Legon. He is handsome, compassionate, and extremely charming. Unlike his father and brother, Yor believes love matters more than power. He is deeply in love with his childhood sweetheart, Zifa Mensah. Yor and Zifa have been together since their teenage years. They started dating when Yor was 17 years and Zifa was 16 years. They are inseparable. Zifa Mensah, a brilliant litigation lawyer in Accra and daughter of Ghana's Minister of Finance. Their relationship looks perfect publicly, but Zifa carries secrets of her own. She has recently discovered evidences linking the Agyameng mining company to illegal operations, missing workers, and political bribery. Zifa had a private meeting with Mr. Kwame Agyemeng in relation to her findings. Kwame Agyemeng had threatened her to keep her mouth shut and stay out of his family's business, else he will destroy her relationship with his son. Now she faces an impossible choice: protect the man she loves or expose the family that could destroy the nation. And when Yor discovers she has been secretly investigating his family, will their love turn into betrayal?
You have crossed the line, Zifa. Do not mistake my silence for weakness.
We have Afra Agyemeng, the first daughter, the beautiful daughter everyone envies, elegant, sophisticated, and dangerous. Afra appears soft-spoken, But beneath her beauty lies deep resentment toward her mother and hatred for the hypocrisy of the family. She became involved with a married politician twice her age, a scandal that could destroy her father's political alliances. But things spiral when Afra unexpectedly falls in love with the politician's son.
A forbidden relationship begins, and soon Afra finds herself trapped between obsession, blackmail, and pregnancy.
Hello?
I know your secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Frema Agyameng, the rebellious daughter and wild, emotional, reckless. Frema hates the wealthy lifestyle and secretly spends time in poor communities without her family knowing. There, she falls deeply in love with Kojo, a passionate young photographer from the streets of Kumasi. For the first time in her life, she feels seen. But when Kwame discovers the relationship, he becomes furious. He offers Kojo money to disappear. Kojo refuses. Days later, Kojo vanishes without a trace. Frema begins to suspect that her own father has a hand in Kojo's disappearing. So she begins to search for answers to her questions. And her search for the truth exposes horrifying secrets about what the Agyameng family does to protect their image.
You destroyed everything.
Finally, we have Ordami Agyameng, the last son. Quiet, intelligent, forgotten. Everyone thinks Ordam is just an innocent secondary school student. But Ordam sees everything. The affairs, the lies, the corruption, and the secrets. He secretly records conversations and keeps evidence against every member of the family. Why? Because Ordami blames the family for the mysterious death of someone he loved deeply. And slowly, the quietest member of the family becomes the most dangerous.
The Agyamengs Dynasty, a dynasty built on lies, pain, secrets, and betrayals.